Hey guys, before we get started with this next video, like and subscribe. Helps me out a lot. I ask nicely. And if I don't put them at the front, y'all don't listen until the back. So as soon as you get your repair, you're done and out of here. And I do the same thing. So hook me up, like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Okay, I thought I would bring y'all along on this little voyage. This thing came in as a previously repaired cluster, not by me. I'll give you a close-up view of the destruction here. It looks horrible. Because somebody didn't clean their flux when they got done. This is what happens to your boards. And I've got some pictures of this before I started working on it. I'll post in probably at this point. And this is what happens when you leave the flux on your board without cleaning it off. It becomes a total disaster. But this is a process I use for cleaning it back up once the disaster has occurred. Believe it or not, it involves more flux. But the flux, just like when the take off the dendritic growth off the boards, the flux will eat away the old flux and allow you to get down to what's left. And clean up your pads. This one was so bad, I don't know if the flux had anything to do with it, but if you can see that, that is one of the little, I'm not sure what those are, the little barrel components that go on there. They broke right in half. So we're going to have to replace that after we get it clean. And luckily I have some donor boards. So I use the flux, I free up the old flux that was on there with that. Come back in with some 99% alcohol and then clean. Clean, clean, clean. Currently I'm unable to get this board to power up. So I'm going to replace components until it does. These are little foam tip applicators. I use them for cleaning. They don't leave little hairs behind like the Q-tips do, and etc. So I like them a little bit better. I'll take my donor board. Can't get this component off of here. And it's off. And I'll place it on the old, or the recipient board. Step down good. Whew, that was stinky. Luckily, y'all can't smell that because it was bad. And we're gonna check it for power now. And we still have a problem. We got no displays coming up. So that one wasn't the issue. Let's move on to the next. Some stray solder going here. I'll get this one off next. Yep, it's broken in half too. As I'm taking this off, it is just breaking right apart. So I've got to believe that that had something to do with the flux eating through it. So I've never seen those things break apart. Alright, back to our cleaning process. Remove some of this excess solder down to my pad. Clean up around some of these others while I'm at it. I don't think those diodes are bad, so. They may be, but we'll figure that out as we go. You do go through a lot of these little foam applicators doing this, but fortunately they are pretty cheap on Amazon. And all it would have taken to avoid this when this guy originally fixed the board, I mean the solder work is, I see the back is pretty bad too. Solder work itself is not bad. Just clean it up. Clean it up when you get done and you won't have this problem. Back to our donor board. Component off. Place it back on the recipient board. Oh. Get it straight so it's pretty. Stand by. Alrighty, we're back. Guy called on a 07 Ford that has no AC and no power windows. That is a very common failure on those. I'm gonna get some flux after this because it doesn't won't cooperate. And we clean our flux. You can already see a huge difference here. So I've gone and done these three, this one, this one, this one, and look at the difference when you clean off your flux. Might sound a little angry towards a previous technician at this point, so none of this is necessary. Alright, let's see if we got any difference in being able to power up. Boom. There you go. So those two barrels there, because I don't know what they're called, probably look it up a little bit later and be like, oh yeah, I remember. Anyway, but anyway, those were broken in half, and they were the failure point for this one. But they were only the problem because of that flux. So we'll get the rest of this cleaned up, and customer should be happy. Got this slanted the wrong way, so put it down here so maybe y'all can see a little better what I'm doing. Just applying heat to all that crusty old flux. I'm trying not to knock the components off the board, which I probably will wind up doing eventually. That's alright, we can put them back. And here goes a resistor, so we have to get that back in its spot. That was pretty easy. Alright, I'll go ahead and clean that area because it's easier to clean up when it's a little fresher before we move on. Plus, this versus a Q-tip, this tends to hold a whole lot of gunk compared to your Q-tips. Looking a little better. Continue cleaning here. Takes my iron about 20 seconds to get up to good heat. And you can certainly tell when it is because that stuff just starts to melt away. He has these very crooked too. I don't like crooked. Get them straight. Alright, we'll just take it off, put it back on. Normally this flux is very clear, so you can see how the old flux and the new flux are combining and turning a very orangish, nasty color. That is, unless you like the Longhorns. If you like the Longhorns and you like that burnt orange look, I guess. This pad's cleaned up as well. Back at it with a Schwab here. You see how much that sucker held. Suck up as much as this as I can. I'll go back over all of this with a one that's freshly coated in alcohol here. There you have it. Now the difference there, as a friend of mine used to say, should be, what was that saying he used to say? It should be obvious to even the most casual observer. That's what he said. Alright, make sure we still got some good power. Boom, so we got a lot of lights to replace. These are up. I'm going to clean up the rest of these pads. Probably do a little fast forward action at this point. So I remembered what it was that the saying was. A friend of mine used to say, it should be intuitively obvious to even the most casual observer. You know, and I'm pretty sure he picked that up from somebody else that was probably famous for saying it, so I don't know who to give credit for that one, but nonetheless. What we're trying to say is that that shit should be obvious. Leave crusty stuff on here and you will get crusty results. Just going back on with our new set of light bulbs. And now we can talk about these black motors. Black motors are VID motors compared to Swytec motors, and I really like them. Never seen one fail. They have all worked like a champ that I've ever put in. However, I can't get them anymore. Or maybe I can, I just don't want to pay for them because I found a few of them around, but they're just super expensive. I used to buy them, hell, I bought one load of them, 10,000 at a time out of China. But my China guy has gone missing. Maybe he got disappeared like the people in Japan. Ordering from China, just so you know, doesn't always go without a hitch. Because I did get a order of these motors in, and if anybody needs any of these motors that go in the opposite direction, as in start from your right and go back to your left, well, I've got 5,000 of those, and I don't know of a single use for them, but I still paid for them despite his mistake. Oh, I thought I was getting a little ahead of the ball game. We got to clean all this up. Back to the fast forward. Had to find my needles there. For those of you who are familiar with this stuff, I don't know if you can hear this or not. Those motors are super quiet. Alright, happy with my needle placement. And so I'll take the customer's name off of the lens here so you don't see who you're working for. I don't think it's that big a secret, we just maintain his privacy. And we are good to go. The job complete.